Okay.
I try not to talk about the things that you're going to talk about.
Remember, tell us your name, please.
Ricky Tatum, am I on?
You're on, Ricky. We're
Hey,
rolling.
good evening, everyone. My project is on bio-hydrogen cell fuel technology. I don't know all the scientifics of it, but it's an alternative fuel for vehicles, basically in general. And the reason why I chose this topic, basically two reasons. Because I'm in business and I actually sell a product that reduces emissions. And one of the biggest impacts is for diesel engines. And so this automatically drew my attention because obviously this
is great. This is really good.
It's going to be competitive, which is a good thing. I mean, I don't mind good competition. And the impact of this technology is primarily, or it should reduce global warming to a large degree. Whatever your beliefs are on that, but that is I think the main impact of it, along with, really being able to go a very long distance or in a vehicle without having to refuel. On average, if you're going on a trip, you probably have to refuel about every 200 miles. It's still not clear what that mileage would be, but it definitely is projected to majorly supersede the average miles per on a tank of fuel. The cultural impact basically is it's projected that in 2025, which is not that far from now, it'll probably be at least 15% of these vehicles on the road. So that's a pretty large.
Who predicts this?
The source. Some of the sources that I've read on it, which the technology actually came out this year, so it's rapidly growing. Does everybody understand pretty much?
Why don't you give us like a 3-sentence technical briefing here?
Well, I'm still researching it. That's why I said earlier, I'm not sure about all the scientifics of it.
I mean, common sense, keeping it simple is fine.
Well, it's basically, it's kind of like an electrical battery. That's probably the most simplified way of putting it. Obviously it's installed into the vehicle and it's your fuel source. I don't have information on the lifespan of the technology.
Yeah, that's what you have to research. That's fine. Yeah,
certainly research that. But that's in simple terms, that's basically what the technology is about. It's basically the same lines as I guess an electrical vehicle and many similarities. As I said, the primary focus is trying to reduce emissions in the environment, basically from the founders. There are several people that are founders of this, and the biggest thing is trying to drive the cost down, because on average one of these cells is $1,000, so that can get very expensive. You're dealing with how often either they have to be charged up or replaced, and which also majorly reduces just regular maintenance, tune-ups, having to replace fuel pump and that sort of thing. So you're kind of eliminating a lot of components that we currently use with this technology. So in that aspect, it kind of balances out as far as price goes. And my working thesis is basically how this hydrogen fuel cell will improve the environment. That's my main focus.
Yeah, that's great. I really like that, Jay.
More so than the technology itself.
Well, and the practical part of that, the impact on the environment is your key lens here.
Yeah.
That's good, Ricky. That's great.
really getting into the technology of it, because I think our planet is very important and we need to try to preserve it as much as possible. Sources, oh, there's a lot of them. I'm just primarily using just keywords in Google. There's some other areas that I'm going to be looking at that I'll really stream it down once I get rolling with it. But right now, I'm just kind of going to several.
And I'll help you with this.
Yeah,
Because
different areas.
you'll need to look at least one kind of sophisticated technical journal
Yeah.
to kind of put the more general sources into a perspective. But I'll help you with that. We maybe do it next week.
Okay. That's primarily it. You know, it's just, you know, really trying to implement this technology. You should see.
No, it's a great topic. It's a really, really
Yeah.
important topic.